Hey there, this is Dana, and I am here to talk about backgrounds again. Yes, I know you thought you learned everything there is to know about backgrounds, but guess what? You didn't! We're going to work on silhouettes today. As you can see, the quality maybe is a little fuzzy, but I'm working on a silhouette background there in the clip. I was trying just a few things, and that is a key thing of doing backgrounds and being creative, is you just really have to keep trying things and just keep seeing what's working and what really isn't working, like that cow that looks like a dog that I'm doing right now. I did figure it out, but it looked pretty ugly for a while. And sometimes if you just persist at something, look at pictures and try to get the best look of it. Sometimes silhouettes can be really easy because you only have to get the basic gist. You don't actually have to make everything look perfect. So, but that is the basic background right there. You'll be able to see it later a little bigger, but basically I was doing a background that was supposed to indicate Wyoming, and so I did one that looked like cows and Devil's Tower. So that is how it ended up. And also I'm going to show you some other examples of dolls that I've done and backgrounds. So here is a doll that I did for a pageant, and it was kind of a space-themed pageant, the Intergalactic Star. And so I did kind of a space kind of city thing, and I really wanted to use colors from the doll to create the background, and that is one of the most useful techniques when you're doing a background. You're trying to figure out what colors to use in your gradient. That is what I would do if you don't know what to do, especially. And then also I tried to make the background look like the city was kind of fading into darkness, almost as though it just keeps going and going, and it's a really big city, and it's hard to see in this picture because the quality's not that good, but that's basically what I did. And then I also used a gradient on the silhouette. I didn't just leave it plain black like my other Wyoming doll. I actually selected that area, and then I went from purple to black. So that's what I did with that background, and it worked pretty well. It's a kind of a fun technique, and you'll see it here again pretty soon here. Then there's this doll that I did as a gift, and the doll itself is pretty awful, but I did another gradient with the background. As you can see, I did the purple to orange, and then I did like another version of purple and orange on top of that, and I kind of did that to make it, I don't know, look like the city was kind of in fog. But there were some mistakes that I actually made with this one, and one of them is that I did not fill that space up there that my mouse is indicating. I should have put some stars or some clouds or something, even smoke up there would have been fine, just something to fill that space, because it ended up being a lot of empty space up there. And the composition is not a bad piece, but as far as that goes, it seems like that background is too big for what I have in it, and it's because I didn't really utilize the space like I should have. But that's something that we learn, and that's kind of an old doll, and so I've done a lot of backgrounds since then and learned a lot about it. But it's really fun to use the gradient, and you can play around with gradient tools and changing how the silhouette works. Here I kind of used it differently.